Today here in Madden 26, we're going to be rebuilding the new look Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens had quite the eventful offseason, as we all know, so let's go ahead and talk about everything they've done and rebuild them here in Madden 26. But before we get into today's video, YouTube does tell me about 83% of the people that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed, so if you do fall in the 83% want to change that, that'd be amazing. So as I mentioned, it was a very eventful offseason for the Baltimore Ravens. Unfortunately, they lost their starting center Tyler Linderbaum because the Raiders just gave him so much freaking money that he couldn't refuse it, obviously. They draft a guard in round 1 to replace Falele. They bring in Trey Hendrickson. Of course, as we all know, the Max Crosby trade happened and then they backed out of it. I won't talk about that any further. They also just recently signed Calais Campbell as well. Matabike should be back. So this Ravens team did not make the playoffs last year, as we all know. So this team should be destined, hopefully, for a playoff spot this year. We're going to need a new center eventually. And then I am going to be running Chargers playbooks because of the Jesse Minter hire here in year number 1. So the only thing I guess I want to do is just make sure the schemes are the best they can be. So whatever that looks like, we're going to keep it at a 3-4 though. So yeah, so we'll leave it at that. But okay, we're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of year number 1. We're going to see how this new look Ravens team does. We're in 85 overall right now. So the expectation, of course, should be Super Bowl. Like, that's where we're at already. So I'm going to try to do that, but it all depends on how this first season goes and if we can even secure a playoff spot, because in the past, for whatever reason, I've seen the Ravens struggle in the simulation before, so we'll see what happens. So mission is accomplished at the end of year 1, but funny enough, we went 13-4 and we did not win the division. So who would have been better than us? Maybe the Bengals, I guess, because of how good they could be in the simulation. So do have a couple injuries. So do the Texans, which the Ravens and the Texans have met up plenty of times in the playoffs. But yeah, it was the Bengals. I guess they had the tiebreaker over us. Funny enough, though, if we would have won against the Steelers in week 18, we would have had the first seed. But it goes to the Bengals instead. So we are on the fifth. We're the 5th seed going on the road to play Houston. So let's take a look at the stats, though. So offensively, 2nd in the NFL. So that's fantastic to see. And then defensively, we were 5th in NFL. So exactly what you'd expect out of a Ravens team is exactly what happened. So 36-7. You know, like I said, I was running Chargers playbooks as well. So I think this is the first time I've ever ran Chargers playbooks other than when I've rebuilt the Chargers. But 15 touchdowns, 1,100 yards from Derrick Henry. Zay Flowers on his contract year just had a really good season as well. Bateman, 958. I'm pretty sure it's his contract year anyway. Mark Andrews, 700 yards. And LeJohntay Wester also at 685. Now, obviously, the Ravens did draft a few receivers like Jacoby Lane and Elijah Sarrett, but I guess they weren't playing this season enough. Defensively, sacks-wise, you did have 11.5 from Trey Hendrickson. Of course, their big addition. 8 from Robinson, 5 from Matabike, 5 from Buchanan, 4 from Calais Campbell, and then you had 3 sacks and 3 picks from Roquan Smith. And then you had 3 from Humphrey as well, 2 from Starks. But okay, let's get in this first playoff game against the Houston Texans. As I mentioned, the Ravens have beat the Texans twice in the CJ Stroud era, I believe, in the playoffs. So hopefully we make it a 3rd time here. This time we'll be on the road in Houston, though. So this should be a fun matchup. So let's just go ahead and get right in there, as we are going to start off with possession, and we will go down and go up 7-0 and get a nice interception from Roquan Smith, and we will go up 14-0. So far this is off to a really good start, and it is going to be a shutout in the first half, but the Texans will get stopped on 4th down. So Stroud unfortunately can't get anything going there. They're still not totally out of it yet, but their offense can't seem to do anything to this point. And yeah, we shut them out. Now, our offense slowed down in the second half, but 14-0 or 14 points is all we needed. I mean, we could have scored 3 and won the game, it feels like, but maybe they would have kicked field goals and not gone for it on 4th down, though. So I don't know if I can really say that. But let's take a look at the stats for the game. So Lamar Jackson only had 135 yards and a touchdown. He did throw a pick. So did Stroud, though. Derrick Henry had 87 yards and a touchdown, which is good. Schultz and then Tank Dell led the way. Bateman had 47 yards, and then Mark Andrews had Lamar's only touchdown and the only receiving touchdown of the game. And then sacks-wise, or interceptions, Azeez Al-Shaair got us, and then Roquan Smith. Sacks, you had 1 from Hendrickson, 1 from Hawkins, 1 from Horton, and 1 from Divisional Hunter, and a couple guys had half as well. But okay, we're headed to the divisional round, so let's go see who's going to be in front of us there, but this is a good way to start these playoffs. And now for another team that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are very familiar with, the Buffalo Bills. These two teams are often considered the teams that should be threatening the Chiefs the most, but unfortunately, neither one of them can ever beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. But they're up 7-0 to start things off. We'll respond with our own touchdown. We get a nice fumble recovery by Kyle Hamilton, and it's a 10-7 game for us now. And now we're up 17-7, so this is looking good to this point. Can we keep the foot on the pedal? And we get another 4th down stop. Trey Hendrickson with a big sack there, 20-7. And it looks like our defense is just playing super well in these playoffs so far. So through 2 games, they've only allowed 7 points. Our offense hasn't had to do anything too crazy just yet. I'm assuming we may see the Bengals in the AFC Championship game, but let's look at the stats. Taking down the Bills is obviously awesome, but you had a touchdown from Josh Allen, 2 from Lamar Jackson. You had 60 rushing yards from Derrick Henry, 12 from Lamar Jackson. And receiving wise, you did have Justice Hill get our touchdown. Keon Coleman had one as well, and so did Bateman. And then if you look at the sacks, you had 1.5 from Travis Jones, 1 from Rousseau, 1 from Adebike, and then you had a few guys with half sacks, interceptions. Oh yeah, there was none, so nothing's there. Okay, let's get to the AFC Championship game, and I'm fully expecting it to probably be the Bengals, so should be a fun AFC North Championship matchup. So my assumption was actually incorrect. It's not going to be the Bengals. In fact, it's going to be the Broncos instead, who made it last year, and Bo Nix missed that, or yeah, he missed that game. That's right. So it was, I forgot who their backup was at the top of my head, but Jarrett Stidham was starting that game. But yeah, we get to host because of the fact the Bengals were eliminated. So let's come out here and get Lamar Jackson to his first Super Bowl, shall we? Let's see if we can take advantage of the situation. So far, yeah, offense not, okay, we do wake up here, 7-7. Defense, I need you to slow them down because they are, you know, tied with us right now. Wester with a big, ooh, we didn't miss extra point. It's 14-14. The Broncos so far have given us the biggest problems. We got a 14-17 with 3 minutes left. Is Lamar Jackson clutch enough to get this drive going and go win us this game? Okay, it's 1:35 from our own 1-yard line. I mean, I kind of want to get Lamar Jackson to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be surprised if I do. I went 5 wide on accident. I really didn't even mean to do 5 wide, and I have no timeouts to come out of this, so I gotta be very careful with what I'm just gonna get anything right here. So that's actually be a lot more than I thought I was gonna get. So injury timeout though to who? It was on our side. I don't know who got hurt, but okay, that was a good start to the drive though, and we at least get some space because we desperately needed some. All right, let's see what we can do here. Was it Zay that got hurt? No, that's not Zay, is it? Yeah, so no, I think Zay got hurt even though he was celebrating the first down. It was Zay. Damn, that's unfortunate. I think we gotta, I guess I'll just sub him because just in case we win this game, we're gonna need him for the Super Bowl. And of course, like I said, we could get a field goal to just tie this game. We don't need to go score a touchdown necessarily, so I need to keep that in mind. I'm just gonna hit B for a big, that's not a big gain. I don't know why I was about to say big gain, but 44 seconds. No huddle here. Let's try to get a bigger chunk here because we've had some really slow plays so far, but we're getting closer to what we need. Wester, do you get open on the zig route? No, I might have to throw this away. Oh, this is a tough. Oh, yeah, that was a stupid throw. Really dumb throw on my part. Really stupid throw. I should not have done that. I'm so dumb. I should have just thrown it away like I was going to, and I just pissed away our chance at a Super Bowl in year number 1. So, yeah, that's my bad. I made a huge mistake. So dumb. Okay, well, let's brush it off. Let's forget about that, and let's try again in year number 2. We were so close. I screwed it up. I mean, to be fair, I think if I would have let that play out from the own 1-yard line, I'm not so sure it would have went well either, but I guess we'll never know. Let's get to the offseason. I take total fault now. That was a really dumb throw. So the Rams went on to beat the Broncos 17-16, and you had Nate Landman win Super Bowl MVP, Vrabel Coach of the Year, Puka Nacua. You got Harold Landry, Mark Cooper, and David Bailey. So now the thing I'm seeing that kind of concerns me is it says we have negative $62 million in cap space. I'm assuming that's not actually accurate at all, but it's what I'm going to be dealing with. So I don't know if this roster creator did something interesting with the salaries, but how the hell do I have negative 62 million? That's going to be really tough to deal with. So whoever's here, like Zion Young shouldn't be here. He was just drafted. Marlon Humphrey, probably going to have to let him go. So, wow. Damn, this is going to be kind of crazy to come back from. Negative 62 million. We have to cut so many players or do something. I mean, let's see. So Kyle Hamilton. So we could save 51 by cutting Lamar. Yeah, let's do it. No, I'm not doing that, obviously. Matabike. Ronnie Stanley's probably going to have to go, unfortunately. Roquan Smith. But yeah, I mean, we're not even going to get even close to saving negatives. Yeah, I mean, how the hell are we going to get 62 million freed up? I have no idea. The only way to get close is by releasing Lamar, which obviously I'm not going to do. So the only one I definitely know I want to fix is Zion Young because he's not even supposed to be a free agent. He was just drafted. Everyone else we're going to have to lose by default. So I guess let me get to past this. I'll bring Zion Young back in a second. But first and foremost, we're going to figure out how the hell we're going to free up $62 million. That's going to be tough to deal with. There's really no easy way to do this. I've already restructured a couple of guys and we still have negative $41.1 million. So yeah, this is gonna, I can't even trade anybody either. It literally does not let you. So I'm gonna have to cut some players, which sucks. So the first one that's an easy one for me out of all of them, I guess, would be Ronnie Stanley. And I'm not necessarily wanting to cut Ronnie Stanley either, but it's gonna free up money that we desperately need to free up. And then we have negative 25 million. So I did have a trade that I liked for Roquan Smith because I didn't want to release him for nothing. I don't know if I could trade him now. Would this be money? We're still not there yet. So negative 11 million still has to be freed up. But I do want to trade Roquan Smith. I don't even want to get rid of him, to be fair, but I just don't really know another avenue. So we got to free up. I mean, Matabike at 29. I'd hate to do that. Is it Travis Jones? Restructuring would free up 5 million. We're getting there, I guess. Yeah, I guess we do that. And then we release, or yeah, we release Jalen Hawkins, unfortunately. So do something like that. And I think this roster or this cap situation is actually accurate because I even looked up some of the contracts and it looks like this roster creator kind of had it on the money. Now, obviously, NFL money kind of confused me a little bit, but is this one last? I mean, is that enough? Is that enough to go trade Roquan now? I think we're getting there. I think that's going to be the math we needed, and that's going to be the way we free up just a little bit more. So let's try that again. Roquan. Okay, I think I can do the trade now, I believe. So this is my favorite trade. We're going to go first and a third. Yeah, I think I got to do this trade. So this is a first in next year's draft, but I still can't do it, I guess. By negative 70K. Okay, we can probably throw up somebody that would, fix that. So Buchanan, LeJohntay Wester, Emory Jones, I guess I can, or that, no, he's a guard. Never mind. I thought it was a running back. I don't know why I thought that said running back. Ali, let's throw him in there. That should change it. And oh, the Packers can't even do it. Never mind. They can't do it either. So wow, this is a mess. Hold on. Let me try this again. Okay, so instead of using Trade Finder, because it kept suggesting teams are also negative in cap space, we're sending Roquan Smith to the Dolphins for a first and a third. He just had a really good season. Superstar X Factor, and yeah, so Roquan Smith is now gone. It frees up just a bit more money. It sucks to have traded him away, but at least we got some good out of it. We're definitely gonna, and Derrick Henry retired as well, by the way. We have our work cut out for us, man. This is not gonna be an easy one today with this money, that problem we have. So we do have some talented players still left, but of course there's a lot to still replace here too. And we still don't even have positive cap money yet, just saying. So that was the first or whatever step at this point. We got a couple more steps to get there, though. We're getting there, just not quite yet. So we're finally under the cap just by a little bit. I still need to bring in Zion Young somehow. I don't think he's signed anywhere just yet, so unfortunately I can't get him. But we have the draft in front of us. There's a lot to replace, but we're going to be very strategic with how we draft. And, it's starting to make me wonder if this was supposed to be exactly the way it is. And it definitely is, by the way, because if you even look up spot tracks, Ravens 2027 offseason cap space, it says negative 61 million. So this was pretty much correct. And wow, yeah, I could never be an actual GM or whatever. I don't know. They probably have better ways of freeing up money and all that. And Madden may not be exactly accurate, but that's all besides the point. We're at this point right now. We're going to have to just kill this draft and replace as much as we can because we lost quite a bit of talent this offseason. So with our first round pick, we're going to be taking Sheridan Wilson out of Texas Tech to replace, of course, the Lawson Tower Linderbaum from a couple years ago. So that is where we'll start things off here with 47 true value. Got him at 30. We have another pick, I believe, yeah, right next to it. So 30 and 31. So we look here. I did see Ryan Williams, which did intrigue me a little bit. There's some other guys as well that we could go for. I feel fine at pass rusher because, Zion Young is someone I'm projecting to get back here. But Ryan Williams just giving me another receiver outside of Zay Flowers to me sounds like a nice idea. So I'm going to grab him here at the end. 42 value, got him at 31. So yes, I feel really good about that pick. So far I'm feeling pretty good with how that went. And at the end of the second round here, I'm going to be taking a corner, which obviously we lost a couple of them with Humphrey and also Awuzie gone. So Eli Bowen is we're going to go here. 103 in true value, but he does have that hidden dev trade I was looking for. So a corner that we desperately needed to add to this team as well. Well, unfortunately, Trevor Gooseby is not going to have hidden dev. We did obviously release our left tackle, so that is where I'm going to go with this pick, and we are going to get 137 true value at it, but he's going to be someone that starts for us no matter what. And then we do need to draft a running back because we don't even have one employed on the roster. It says I have another round 3 pick, but yeah, right now with Derrick Henry retiring on us, we don't even have anybody on the roster right now. So this is tough, but I don't think we're gonna be walking away with any elite running back by any means here, but they're just gonna have to play and be good for us. Wisner, I don't know if I can really expect a hidden dev player at this point. I know Durham I've heard good things about in the past. He's got elite speed. I think we just draft class. Oh, that's great. Madden's gonna give me that glitch right now. Not a great time for that. So never mind. I guess I let the AI take care of the rest of the draft because it's not gonna let me draft anymore. I don't know why, but I shouldn't be surprised though, because look at the freaking draft board. Again, we have a Panther. I don't know why the Panthers pick is right under Jaguars. I don't know. Okay, let's just deal with it. Hope for the best. We'll look at the draft recap. This rebuild has been a stressful nightmare so far. Okay, so this is what things looked like. So not bad. They did draft us a running back, which we obviously needed, so I'm happy with that. But wow, we had so many freaking picks, probably for some of the trades we made, and I think the Ravens just had a lot of picks in general. So, which is good because we had like 34 players under contract, so we did need a lot of players to be added to this roster, I'm not going to lie. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but with that being said, let's go take a look at this new lineup. It's going to look a little bit rougher than it did last year when 82 overall. We just have to hope Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers, and Andrews or whatever can carry us. Let's go see what it's going to look like, man. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so here's what things are going to look like going into this season. So 82 overall to 84 offense and 80 defense. Quite a fall from grace compared to what we were last year, but here is what things look like as well. So unfortunately for us, I guess that, oh, I mean, I swear we drafted, wait, maybe I didn't do this yet. Oh, okay, there we go. That's what I needed. So I better say it. Things look a little weird right now, but okay, so we have Gooseby, Luane, Wilson, Simpson, Rosengard, Mark Andrews. You have Rashad Bateman, Sarrett. Our running back situation is just a nightmare. We have one running back employed on the roster, which obviously is never a good idea, but there's really nothing I can do about it. We still have negative cap space, so I really don't even know what to do. Defensively, this is what things look like. We added a corner, which we needed. And I also, by the way, Hendrickson's hurt. I couldn't even find Zion Young anymore. He just disappeared, so I just made one of our depth guys Zion Young at this point. So yeah, and Hendrickson, how long are you out for? He's out for only 1 week. We definitely could use him right now. So hopefully, and then Travis Jones is hurt too. So that's great. Okay, well, we almost made the Super Bowl last year until I threw it away. So we'll see if this year's any different. Maybe next offseason we won't have so much negative cap space and so much to deal with. But I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. Expectations are a little bit brought down lower now because of the roster right now. But I still think it's a possibility we can make the playoffs. But we'll see what happens. So, yeah, unfortunately, with where we're at, we went 7-10, did not make the playoffs, but we did finish up as an 86, 88, 86, so I guess that's good. I don't know if I can take that as a win, but 24 touchdowns for Lamar and 4th in the NFL on offense, and defensively 9th in the NFL, so 24-16 for Lamar Jackson. Jaden had 10 touchdowns, 100 yards for a rookie, so he did play all 17, which is good because we did not have another guy behind him to play, so I don't know what Madden would do. And then Wester, I guess Ryan Williams didn't even play this year, or I guess he did a little bit, but not too much. So LeJonte Wester keeps taking that slot receiver spot. But hey, Zion Young had 20 sacks. Holy moly. So what a season from him. 12.5 from Trey Hendrickson when he came back. Matty BK with 7.5 interceptions with 4 from Robert Woodard, 1 from Buchanan, 1 from, and yeah, 1 from Cone, 1 from Bowen. But okay, it is telling me I only have $1 million. I really hope that's not true, because if it is, we are absolutely screwed. But let's just get the offseason. That number might change. I assume it will. If it doesn't, boy, oh boy, I have no idea where I go from here. Okay, so the Eagles and the Jets met up in the Super Bowl, and thankfully the number did change. We went up to 120 million. I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure we have a lot of like talented free agents to deal with, but Zion Young won Depoy, which is crazy. I did not expect that. I made a random guy. I guess I made him too good. I don't know, but he is going to potentially be X Factor or Superstar, so that is great. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles won another Super Bowl. But of course, let's get into the re-signing stage. So Lamar Jackson is going to be priority number 1, and then there's going to be probably a lot of other really good players there, but we got to keep our quarterback. That's like the most important position in football. I'm also hoping, oh my gosh, dude, what a freaking clutch draft pick. He ended up being a superstar dev, Mark Andrews. Okay. Offensive line is as good as it can be. I'm content with it. Defensively, we still got to replace some things over here, but let's see what we got going on here. So there's only 9 players to deal with, which is good. So Zay Flowers is also here. Matt BK is here. So I knew it'd be some talented guys. That didn't surprise me necessarily. So we're gonna have to make some tough decisions here. So of course, to start things, Lamar Jackson, absolutely got to resign him. That's a no-brainer. 31 years old, but we're still gonna keep him. So I feel like I need to choose between either Zay or Matt BK. And I do want to keep Nate. Well, Nate Wiggins to me is a no-brainer. I actually want to keep him too. And he says no. Wow, okay. Should I franchise tag him? How much is it going to cost us? 31 million. I might have to let him go, which really sucks. Rosengarten shouldn't cost us too much, I imagine. Okay, we'll keep him around. And then Zay or Matabike? Which one's... I mean, Zay's probably going to be more expensive, I presume. That gives us no money to deal with. Maybe I let both of them go, which really sucks to do, but I might have to. You know what? I think that's what we're going to do. I hate to do that, but Zay and Matabike are both going to go because we need as much money as we can to still fix this roster. There's still so much we need to do, and if we give those two guys contracts, there's like no way to really deal with anything. So Bateman, Ryan Williams, and Sarah is not a great wide receiver room by any means, but it is what it is. Andrew is at least superstar dev. I don't know if releasing would free up 10. I mean, maybe if I feel like I need 10 million later, I'll deal with that. But we need to get a new running back. Other than that, this offense is probably gonna have to stay the same, unfortunately. Defensively is where I really want to make my mark this offseason, upgrade as much as we can. I would like to get Nate Wiggins back, though. That is one guy I would like to go get back. We need a new linebacker because we traded Roquan earlier, but Hendrickson as well. Like, I guess we could technically release him. Free up 15. That's really not that much as I thought it would be. So actually, we'll probably just keep him instead. So let's go make an impact on the defense. I'm gonna go sign one running back, and we're gonna try to make a couple good signings. And then I do want to get Nate Wiggins back though really badly. So if there's any way to cut anybody or restructure anybody, if we can get Nate Wiggins back, that would be a high priority for me. So Bateman, I can't restructure him. Rosengarten, I just signed. Kyle Hamilton would free up 10 million. I think that gives me enough. I'm going to restructure Kyle Hamilton. We'll go for Nate Wiggins and a few other guys as well. Okay, so unfortunately for Nate Wiggins, he is considering the Jets over us, so I'm a little worried about that. So I actually might just let him go and just deal with, and I think I'm gonna bring back Matabike instead. I mean, in the trenches is more important anyway, so it looks like, I think, well, I guess it's not gonna show me, but he is very interested coming back here, so I assume he would. I guess, whatever, it's not gonna show me what's going on. So Matabike, Nate Wiggins is actually still considering it, but I don't think I have enough for him, unfortunately, anymore. So Matabike does sign. We also signed, again, Madden's glitching right now. It's not even showing me the top part. But I also signed Bill to be a running back for depth as well. But Matabike, I think, was a re-sign that we definitely needed. And then offensively, again, this isn't great, but we're going to hope Ryan Williams just develops into that superstar one wide receiver we need him to be. And then the draft will be our best friend. We'll probably be looking at corners. I actually feel good about our D tackles. We'll need a corner and a Mike linebacker somewhere in the draft. So let's head to the draft. Unfortunately, Nate Wiggins. I mean, I guess in theory I could. I mean, if we're going to go for it next season, let's just... He's still available. Let's just restructure everybody. Because year number 3, like, I don't know how much longer we can keep going anyway. So let's just go for it. Let's just go get Nate Wiggins right now. And not even have to worry about, you know, needing to replace everybody. So Nate Wiggins, that should be enough to go get him back. So let's see if he does come back. And okay. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. He's still considering it. Wow, the Jets are really in on him. So I'm going to have to boost up my price quite a bit, but I definitely want him back. He's our corner 1. The Jets are going to get him though. No, he chose us. Okay. Kind of annoying that Madden was glitching there, but we got Nate Wiggins back, and now we can head to the draft and still take BPA, but I would like to add one more corner and a somewhere in the middle linebacker as well. So, okay. Wow, what a video this has been, but let's get to the draft and let's see if we can have ourselves a good draft to give us a position, get us a chance back to the playoffs in year 3. So I'm going to take Brandon Finney here in round 1 with our 11th pick. He's going to be number 6 in true value. Got him at 11. So I said I wanted to bring in another corner, and I think we accomplished that big time. And now I'm just hoping for a Mike linebacker in round 2. Let's see if there's at least one good one still available, or just anybody in the middle, obviously, because we've not been able to replace Roquan. So do we have anybody? We have Keys, who lacks discipline. He has solid speed. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Is there anybody else? Chili's disciplines. I mean, if I see elite speed, I might just settle on it, though. Lacks discipline, so we may not have anybody that's going to be. There's Hardy here, though. Actually doesn't say if he lacks discipline. Speed's great. Does it? No, it shows good discipline. Okay, we found our hidden dev guy. So I think I'm going with Rolaya Hardy, then, to be our brand new middle linebacker. 34 in true value. Got him at 43, so that feels like a good replacement as much as it can be to Roquan Smith. I'll make this last pick in round 3. I'm probably going to look at receiver if there's a good one, though. Let's see if there is one. Or do we just take, like, another edge rusher? Let's see if Duff has anything for us. Lacks discipline. Speed is solid. It's nothing there to be overly excited about. Spears, because Starks is a free agent soon. No. Does he lacks discipline as well? So, no. Joseph shows good discipline. I mean, this is a hidden dev player, at least. So, you know what? It's going to take him. All right. I'm going to let the AI take care of the rest. 61 true value, dropped to 75. Hendrickson won't be here forever. So, okay. Let's get into next season. I feel like year 3 could get us back in the playoffs. Our best, roster was year 1, obviously, and I threw that away. but there's always redemption here, potentially in year 3. If we look at the recap, this is what it looks like. So 78 overall corner, desperately needed. 75, 74, 71. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Let's go take a look at the lineup in full though for year number 3. Okay, so this looks much more promising compared to last year. We're an 85 overall with an 87 offense, 84 defense. So pretty close to our season 1 selves, I guess. But Lamar Jackson, apparently we drafted quarterback as well, who's hidden dev, interesting. But Jaden, Rashad Bateman, Sarah, Ryan Williams, Mark Andrews, Roses Garden, Simpson, Wilson, Luane, and Gooseby. And then defensively, you got Starks, Hendrickson, Hardy, Buchanan, Zion Young, which I'm quite surprised he didn't get superstar dev, by the way. He literally won DPOY, so I'm not really sure why he didn't get that, but okay. Of course, our corner, that we drafted was number 1, or was our first round pick. So again, LeJohntay Wester sitting in the slot wide receiver spot, and I'm going to actually change that for once. I've ignored it a few times, but I don't want that to be the case. I actually want Ryan Williams to, whoops, that's not what I want. I want to go to slot wide receiver, but I want Ryan Williams to play there because slot wide receivers often go off, and if Ryan Williams can be a guy that goes off for us, I think that's a good thing. So I'm gonna throw him in there. We'll see how this season goes. Hopefully we can make it back to the playoffs. I need to get to the regular season anyway, and we'll see if we can't get back to the postseason again. So at the end of this season, we get to 14-3, and the bye has been secured this time around. So the Bengals took it from us in year 1, but this time we win the division and we got it. So that is awesome. Yeah, just great season all around. Roquan Smith, tackles leader for the Dolphins. He's doing his thing over there. Do we have any league leaders, by the way? I guess we should take a look. So Jaden, I mean, again, like the AI took that guy from me. I tried to draft a running back personally, but man, am I happy that he turned into a superstar dev for us. Definitely needed. Offensively, 2nd in the NFL, and I assume defense is going to be similar, 3rd in the NFL. So yeah, very similar to year 1. I threw it away, so hopefully this time around I don't have to jump in. 20 touchdowns, 1,400 yards. Ryan Williams, putting him in the slot, really paid off. 10 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, so love to see that. Sacks-wise, you had 14.5 from Hendrickson. You had 9.5 from Zion Young, 8 from Joseph, 4.5 from Travis Jones, 4 from Adebike. Interceptions, you had 3 from Buchanan, 2 from Hardy, 2 from Wiggins, and then 4 interceptions as well. But we get to rest during wildcard weekend, which is just fantastic. Let's go see we're going to play in a divisional round, and it is going to be none other than the Chargers, Mentor's former team. So let's get in there, and let's go take them out and get back to the AFC Championship game, and this time, let's win it when we're there. But I guess we should slow down. Let's beat the Chargers first. So it's going to be Chargers playbooks versus Chargers playbooks here. So this should be a fun matchup. And they go up 7-0 to start things off. But we get a field goal in response. It's going to be 14-3 now. Can we wake up here? 14-10. Their offense is no problem scoring our top 3 defense so far. But hopefully we can score somewhere here in the second half to take the lead. And we do. Okay, we have the lead. Can we go put it up by 2 possessions? Yes, we do. 21-24, but they have no timeouts remaining, so that should be a ball game, and it sure is. So we'll beat the Ravens 24-21, and we're headed to the AFC Championship game, which is fantastic. But again, as always, let's look at these stats really quick. Lamar didn't have a single throwing touchdown, but he did have a 61% completion percentage. Herbert only threw 12 times. Crazy. Amari Hampton ran it 7 times. Okay. But Jaden had 2 touchdowns in this one, which is great to see. And then Ryan Williams had a great game with 88 yards. I'd love to see that. And then sacks-wise, you had 1. So Zion Young even got in there, and then there was no picks. Okay, let's get to the AFC Championship game. This time, I'm hoping I don't have to jump in. I threw it away last time. I keep hammering myself over the head for it, but let's go see what we're going to play. It's the matchup I thought we were going to have in year number 1 in the AFC Championship game. It is the Bengals, our division foe. So let's get out here and see what's going to happen here. They're going to go up 3-0, but we will respond with a touchdown. They will respond as well. And we get an interception from Cone here, and we're going to go up 14-10. The Bengals kick a field goal to make it a 1-point game, though. We get the ball at a half, and we will go score, or just a field goal. But can we go score a touchdown in this possession after getting a stop? No, the Bengals are going to take the lead, and I know what you're thinking. Why are you jumping in right now? But I'm here to redeem myself. That is why. So it is 1st and 10 from our own 30. Got a field goal or touchdown, but obviously we want a touchdown if we can get it. So we'll go to Jaden here. Didn't get a whole lot there. 31 yards. So again, nothing crazy there. I'm gonna go right back to him though. I feel like there was a hole that I could have taken there. Okay. So that didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. 3rd and 6. 3 minutes left in this game. The Bengals have allowed 146 yards today. Season rank is not very good, but it is a division rivalry game, so usually that's kind of what happens. But I'm gonna throw Ryan Williams on a go route and hope and pray that they just leave him wide open. But No, instead, we'll just take... I thought he was... Oh, wow. What a... Oh, my gosh, Bill. What the hell did you just pull off? Oh, my Lord. Have mercy. That was such a sick play. 24-20 if we make the extra point. Holy moly, what a play. 2 minutes left. That was insane. And we're on their side of the field as well. Wow, we just got to score 1 touchdown. This game is over. Wow, what a play from Bill. Dude, that was insane. Okay. Oh my gosh, 1 play touchdown maybe to the 1 yard line. The Bengals have been absolutely decimated. That play probably broke their backs, man. That was insane what Ja'Cory Bill cross game error just did to them. Get in there, Jaden. He's in there. That should put him away. And we're headed to the Super Bowl. Let's freaking go, man. What a freaking play by Bill. Absolutely insane. What a broken tackle. And actually, they did make it a 3-point game, but was not concerned with the time left on the clock. Okay. Absurd, but definitely really cool play that we just saw. Joe Burrow threw a pick. Lamar Jackson had 2 touchdowns. They both did as well. Hardy had a really good game for them, and then Jaden had 1 touchdown. So the Bengals drafted a running back at some point. Bill, I mean, that play was going to go down in the highlight reel, man. What a play from him. Deuce Robinson. Why do the Bengals always draft a receiver, man? It's so crazy. But sacks-wise, Joseph, Zion Young with 2 interceptions. It was Cone who got that one, which we saw earlier. But okay. Enough chit chat. Let's get to the Super Bowl. Let's get Lamar Jackson and the Ravens a ring, man. Let's do it. So it's going to be the Los Angeles Rams as our opponent here in the Super Bowl. So let's get out there and see if we can't take them out while we're here. We're trying to get Lamar Jackson his ring, and it's going to be 0-0 so far. So both defenses playing well until we go up 7-0. And the Rams are going to wake up eventually here. So I'd love to see us get up 2 possessions. So we do. 10-0. Our defense is absolutely shutting them out. It's 4 minutes left in this Super Bowl. 10-7. I mean, we've had some crazy plays the last game. So I'm going to try to come out here and put this one away if we could. So just got to keep the ball away from them or score 1 more time. And this game is over. Oh my gosh. If I could have gotten a block there from 84, I think I might have been gone. So that would have been wild if I would have had a 1-play touchdown there. But Jaden has been such a savior. I cannot thank him enough, honestly, for coming to this team. But I'm also tempted to just throw it over the top with maybe Ryan Williams if they allow it. And that is going to have a shot. This is a good throw from Lamar. It is. And that is going to be the touchdown we needed. And that maybe will put them away as long as our defense gives us another stop here. That puts us back up 10. Go get me 1 more stop defense. And this game is in our hands. And we got a pick 6, I think. Let's freaking go. Or something happened there. But just like that, it was a stressful offseason number 1. And I don't even know if the numbers were exactly accurate. It looks like they were. But maybe I'd have no idea. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'll see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.